Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I strongly believe that the magic happens outside the comfort zone. When we get too familiar with a situation or a thing that we're going through in life, we tend to breeze through life and not really make any real progress because we get confined to our comfort zones. We are comfortable with where we are, we're doing what we're doing, we know what we know, and that's it, we just stay there. But as soon as we venture outside our comfort zones, that's where the magic happens. We start progressing, we start making changes in our lives. We start going places because we've ventured out and done things that we would never have even dreamed or imagined of doing. And that is the magic of coming out of the comfort zone. And if you look at all the people, all the famous people around the world who've done things with themselves in their lives, you notice that they did things that were probably hard for them to do. For example, an introvert finds it hard to talk in public, but they force themselves to come out of their shells and become extroverted so that they could make an impact in society. And that's what they did. They did what they have had to do to be able to make an impact. Now, I've been trying this on a smaller scale for myself as well. I've been trying to push myself outside my comfort zone. I've been trying to do things that are uncomfortable for me because I want to see how much I can push myself and become the best version of myself that I can. Which is one of the reasons why I also took up running as a hobby. So this is actually a shirt from the big half marathon I ran in September 2024. I also ran another half marathon in October in Leicester in the UK, and I'm due to run a marathon, a full marathon, next year in the London Marathon, which is something that I just can't fathom myself, because a year and a half ago I didn't even think about running as a hobby, and now I'm actually contemplating running a full marathon. That just blows my mind. But that's a topic for another time. For this video, I want to talk about something that I recently did on the 27th of October 2024. I did something that was very, very much outside my comfort zone. So I am terrified of heights, and I wanted to conquer that fear of heights. And I thought the best way to do this is to go skydiving. Now, for those of you who don't know how skydiving works, I live in the UK. So basically, you go to a registered skydiving place, an airstrip wherever skydiving happens, and you have something called a tandem skydive where you jump off with an instructor. So you, as a novice, you cannot jump off yourself. You have to do like some courses, get a license, and then you can jump off yourself. But as a novice, you have to jump off with someone, which is good in a way because you basically feel a bit more confident because you know that it's not all on you, right? There's someone else who's a professional who's going to make sure you land the way you're supposed to land, right? Making sure the parachute opens up, for example. So anyway, so you basically go as a tandem skydive and you jump off, and you have distances that you can choose. For example, there's 7,000 feet, 8,000 feet, there's 9,000 feet, 10,000 feet, 12,000 feet, and the highest in the UK for a tandem skydive is 15,000 feet. That's the highest you can jump off. And I thought to myself, if I'm going to do a skydive, I might as well do it in the best way possible. And what better way to do it than the highest ever possible distance? And so I went for the 15,000 skydive. I mean, it was a surreal experience. It's something I've never experienced in my life before, and I mean, it's just a mind blowing experience because when you jump off that plane, everything just stops. Time freezes. So you basically, so what happens is, so you obviously sit on a plane, and the plane ascends for 15 minutes to 15,000 feet. That's how high it is. Just to give you some context, a commercial airline cruises at around 30 to 35,000 feet. So this is about halfway of what a commercial airline would cruise at. So you climb up for 15 minutes, quarter of an hour, and then the door opens, and that's when the wind hits you. And then you obviously go towards the door. You look down, which I did obviously because you're going to jump downwards, and you can see how high it is. It was very high, trust me, it was. If you've done it before, you know how high it is. And then you jump. Now, the scariest part of me was for me was just looking down because I realized how high we were. I mean, we were above the clouds. I could see the clouds below me. And then you jump, and then time just stops. Then because imagine yourself like in free fall, so you're just falling down. And I mean, I can't even explain to you how liberating that is. I fell down, jumped down, and I reached a terminal velocity of 120 miles per hour. That is really, really fast. And driving a car doesn't count because when you're inside the car, you don't know how fast it is. So driving doesn't count. But 120 miles an hour, I can promise you, is very fast. And then obviously the parachute comes out after a minute, and then you cruise through for the next 5 minutes to your drop zone, and then you land into your drop zone, and that's it. That's the experience done. So I'd like to share my video now. So they basically captured it from the beginning to the end, and I hope you enjoy it. And once the video is done, I'll see you back here. See you soon.
Good afternoon, Camille. Welcome to Skydiving Buster. Tell us what we're about to do.
We're going to jump off the sky, off a plane.
Yeah? How high are we jumping from today?
15,000 feet.
So you're going all the way to the top?
Yes, all the highest in the UK. So
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
How are we feeling about that? Nervous at all?
Nervous and scared, yeah. And also excited too.
Yeah. Are you doing it for a particular reason?
No, I'm scared of heights, so I want to just conquer my fear.
Yeah,
so that's
good man.
That's main.
Will you definitely be high enough to see that today?
For sure, yeah.
You ready to go skydiving?
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
See you in the sky. All right, how was that?
Oh wow, best trip of my life.
Tell me all about it. What was your favourite part?
Oh, I think when I jumped off, I think the speed was just phenomenal.
Yeah?
Yeah, the speed, yeah, just
Good fun, eh? I take it you do it again?
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah, man. Did an amazing job. Put it there. Thanks for jumping at skydive here. Cheers, Carl.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope this probably inspires you to do something like this. I mean, I am terrified of heights. I shiver when I see something very high, but this was a way for me to try and conquer my fears, trying to come out of my comfort zone and do something that I wouldn't normally do. I mean, it's way out of my comfort zone. I'm an accountant. I'm a finance manager. I work with numbers. I sit in front of a desk. I don't do these things, but it's important and useful to push yourself outside your comfort zone so you can do things and go to places, become the person you are meant to be, because that's the only way you can progress in life. So I hope this inspires you to also take up skydiving, bungee jumping, or whatever it is that you fear, and whatever it is that you're putting off and trying not to do. Because I promise you, once you do it, you will feel so liberated that you actually could do it, because you can. You can do it. Anyone who puts their mind to something can do whatever they're doing. So yeah, I hope you do it, and if you do, please do let me know. I'd love to hear about your experience too. I'd love to watch your video or your pictures if you have them. And yeah, if you want to share your videos and pictures with me, I'd love to be able to watch them. That's it for me for this time. And I wish you all the best. Until then, see you soon.